Students should hold the power at their student association, right? We want a student government that reflects democracy. So how democratic is CCSAI exactly? Get ready, this is going to be a tough video. Let's dig in. We'll look at 4 things we should expect in our student government. Elections. As students, you should get to choose who is going to be representing you at CCSAI board. Autonomy. You, students, should be involved in big decisions that impact you. Transparency. You should have access to information about CCSAI activities. Opportunity. You should have inclusive and equitable opportunity to be heard. Since 2019, your CCSAI board has consisted of 6 members, 1 president and 5 vice presidents, 1 from each campus. That year, you had the opportunity to elect 2 of these representatives out of 6. Last year, you got to elect 1. This week, out of the 6 board members who are going to be representing you and making decisions on your behalf, you are going to get to elect only 1. So, who chooses the rest of the members? Some are acclaimed, which means that they were the only ones running for that position and automatically took that position, and some were appointed. Essentially, the board chose them. So, is it really fair to say that you, the students, have the opportunity to choose who represents you on the CCSAI board? Disclaimer, I had a great experience working with the board. This video is not meant to target the board. It's meant to target the system that continues to take power away from students and puts it in the hands of board members. What should change? Even when there's only 1 candidate running for a position, students should still have the opportunity to vote, yes, I want this person to represent me, or no, open nominations again because I don't want this person to represent me. Only then can we honestly say that students have the opportunity to choose who represents them. Autonomy. Students should be involved in the decisions that impact them. As a board, we can make changes to any policies without your approval except the bylaws. The bylaws include big things like elections or financial audits. Actually, in January, we had a special general meeting, at least 75 students represented, to vote on the changes we were proposing to the bylaws. No one asked questions, and we had the bylaw changes approved. That's scary. It means as a board, if we continue to do this, we have the opportunity to get away with making big changes without being questioned. What needs to change? We should be engaging students in meaningful discussions throughout the year on how policy impacts them, and empower them to question our actions. Transparency. As a student, you should have access to information about CCSAI activities. You, the students, are the owners of CCSAI. You are the boss of the board. Currently, we are required to report to you only once a year during the annual general meeting. Did you know we actually report monthly to the college during college council, but we don't have a similar way of reporting to students? What needs to change? If we want to call ourselves a transparent student association, we need to have scheduled accountability. We should be regularly updating students on what goes on behind the scenes. Opportunity. You should have inclusive and equitable opportunity to have your voices heard. With a board of only 6 members, it's not reasonable to expect that the diverse needs of the student population would be easily represented. So the board created an advising council. The idea was that this council would represent students from various life experiences and have direct discussions with the board. Our advising council is a great group of students, but we don't have diverse representation. We don't have representation from Indigenous students, or a student with disabilities, or queer students. It's not about tokenizing, it's about empowering the voices of students who are already disadvantaged by the system. Students should have the power at CCSAI. Voting in elections is only one way of expressing that power. But if you made it to the end of this video, then I am asking you, for the rest of the year, hold your board accountable. Ask us the tough questions. Make us report to you. Because if you don't, no one else will. The board doesn't have a boss. We don't have to answer to anybody but you. So make sure you hold us to high standards, because you deserve that. Hey, if this video helped you learn something, consider voting on March 9 and 10. I want to bring action to this topic. Thanks for watching. Bye!